I want to work in systems. I want to work in network security. I want to get into data science or AI. If you are already very much clear on that, if you have done that prerequisite part,
in a great way nowadays, just because everybody you can see is just using the phone nowadays like this, always walking, etc. Your mom is also taunting you, just throw your phone away. Every problem you face, it is because of your phone only.
You have no one stopping you. You will have the best resources available to you. You will have the best professors available to you. No one will say like you belong to the CS department, you cannot ask me doubts, nothing like that.
And I know you can do, just because there are a lot of content available on the channel with the videos, with the help of mentors and people out there. You can just learn and make yourself aware of each and every situation and possibilities. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and welcome to PW Gatewala channel. Me and along with me, your beloved, very enthusiastic and knowledgeable teacher Aditya sir is present over here, and we are going to talk about a very important factor of getting admission in MTech and getting ready if we will be the best possible candidate when we will go to the MTech in IITs, NITs, IISc or anywhere else. How we can make ourselves ready before the MTech start. So there are two things we are going to talk about here. The first thing is how to take admissions. So quickly I'll talk and we will talk about it, that what to do to take the admissions in MTech, whether your score is high or moderate. You know that we have told you guys multiple times that there are options that with the low score or moderate score also you can get into top colleges. There are multiple such options available, other branches, interdisciplinary branches, MTech research courses, and many other things. And some top colleges are conducting their own exams also. So there are many ways you can get admission into MTech. And the second thing, before you enter into MTech, what technologies or what kind of skill set you should have, so that when you go to the MTech, you will be the best possible candidate over there. You will be one among the toppers and you will perform best over there. You can take the best placement out of that. Oh, that's the most important part of the life, just because that is why we are going over there, one of the primary reasons. So let's get it started, and let's try to start with those candidates first. We will come for the moderate score people also, but we will start with the first, those people who have performed well, getting really high score or moderate to high score, and gonna get admission directly into the top colleges. What those people will have to do to become MTech ready? I will directly go to Aditya sir to start with that point. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So everyone, as your favorite Vishwadeep sir has already given you a very good glimpse into what we are going to talk about today. So we will directly jump on to the motive that we are here for, which is to make you aware, to get you started so that you are ahead of the entire crowd in making your decision regarding what to do next. Okay. So what we have done is, as it is very much focused onto MTech ready. Okay. So we have divided this into two parts. Like if you are expecting a very high score, what you need to do, and if you are expecting a moderate score, what you need to do. So let's directly jump onto the first segment, which is, if you think you are getting a high score, how can you be MTech ready? Like what should be your exact preparation strategy? So first thing is, identify special interest or specialization. Okay. Basically, many of us, irrespective of how good or bad score we are getting, we don't have much clarity. And that's very obvious. That's very fine. Because when I was also a student, my only aim was to first crack the GATE exam. I didn't thought about what I will do next, what would be my plan ahead. And that's completely fine, because you need to conquer one battle at a time. So if you belong to this category, you have already conquered one battle. Congratulations on that. And now the next battle is for you to take decision. Now, friends, you are very lucky because the decision making is in your hand. What do I mean by that? Many students keep asking, sir, what score should I get so that I can get into this college? And I keep telling them, you get the best possible score, because if you have a great score, you are the decision maker. Like when I got and when sir got a very great rank, we were the decision makers so that which branch we need to join, which branch in the sense which course exactly we need to join, whether we have to join ML course, whether we have to join AI course, whether we have to join CS course, which college do we need to join, we were the decision makers. So always focus on doing your best so that you have the options in hand. So you already belong to this category, my dear friends, where you are the decision makers. Now, what I would like to tell you is, if you have already identified your interest, area of interest, okay, for example, if you have already decided that I want to work in systems, I want to work in network security, I want to get into data science or AI, if you are already very much clear on that, if you have done that prerequisite part, directly start learning the prerequisites for that particular segment. Okay, what I mean by that, now you will be getting a good idea like which college you can get admission to. Sir and me have already brought a very interesting session for you. You can check out that, where we have talked about which college you can expect onto the basis of score. So you can have a look at what are the various programs that are being conducted at these colleges, and you can start doing the prerequisites accordingly. My dear friends, maths, aptitude, and your coding will always remain a prerequisite irrespective of which college you go to, irrespective of which company you want to join. So please get started with strengthening these 3 points. Moving ahead, if you have not identified, okay, if you have not identified your interest, what you have to do is you have to take out some time. You have to talk to the industry experts. You have to talk to the mentors you have, and you have to start taking that decision. Okay, at least get some idea, even if it's 40-60%, like 60% I'm interested in data science, 40% I want to explore your system side. I'm just breaking it down into these 2 segments because at IIT Bombay, it usually breaks down into those 2 segments. If you want to work in systems or if you want to work in AI or data science. Now, what you can do is, if you get into your dream college, okay, you can actually pick 2 subjects or 3 subjects in this proportion at that college. This will give you an idea whether what you are thinking of this subject is exactly meeting the reality or not. Because friends, we have lots of preconceived notion. Okay, we think that AI is only about your robots and about the data analysis and all. But there are lots of skills that are required. You need to be good at maths. You need to be good at data analysis in general. You need to be good at coding, Python, SQL, lots of things. So sometimes our expectations and reality are very different. So I would suggest you, if you are not clear, that's totally fine. Please explore both the areas and then take the decision accordingly. Second point is, spend 20-30% of the time in exploring admission procedures. Okay, what I mean by that, admission procedure is not about what is the deadline to fill the form and all. Okay, what I mean by that is, what are the various types of program? What is the major difference between CSA? Let's say one option we have is CSA and other is data science. So what is the major course difference in these 2 courses offered by a particular college? So this will help you make decision better, because when you will be filling the choices, you will have to maintain a particular order. And there are lots of things that if you get a particular choice, you cannot go beyond that. Okay, either you have to select or reject and then move forward. So lots of things are there. So the more clarity you have, the better decision making you'll be able to do while filling your choices. Okay, and what you need to work on, most of this I have already covered. DSA coding, data structures and algorithm is going to be your best friend moving forward, irrespective of which branch you choose. I have appeared for software developer roles as well. I have also appeared for data science roles as well. And DSA was an integral part of all those interviews. In fact, I would say it was the very first round. And if you're not good at DSA, you will not get a chance to move ahead. So please start focusing on that. Web development is there, but I would suggest web development is more like have a project. Like whenever someone asks you what projects you have done, you can just share the link to your website and they can have a look. So it is more project driven, I would suggest. Python, Android, Java, again, please do a small project along with these. If you are doing Android, develop a small application so that someone can have a look at your skills. If you are good at Java, develop a desktop application so that you can pitch it as an enterprise solution. And of course, if you know Python, you can do lots of data analytics, data science work and showcase it to the people. And machine learning, AI, etc. There is nothing much to be said about that. You're already aware lots of work is going on here. you can perform sentiment analysis, you can predict sales forecasting, profit forecasting, lots of things you can explore over here. So I would directly move on to sir, if sir would like to add something here, and then we'll get ahead with the remaining part. Sir, over to you.
Sir has already explained you a lot of things, what exactly you'll have to do, why these kind of things are important. Sir has emphasized on those kind of things only. I would like to add on this particular point that interest, if you will identify, of course, some people are already, having that developed interest just because they were working on their projects, etc. in B.Tech. But if not, then try to explore. As sir has said, just talk to your seniors, talk to the people who are already in IITs or maybe IISc or whatever college you are targeting to. Just talk to those fellas who are working in the industry. Maybe directly or indirectly, you can connect with them. If you know somebody, well and good. If not, then you can try to connect through email address or LinkedIn or some kind of social media. Just get the input and insights from them so that they can guide you exactly what is trending or what is going towards that particular side where you have the interest, so that you can finalize your master's project or maybe specialization. Second thing, sir was talking about this admission procedure. I would like to add one more thing over here is a few colleges, not all, of course, a few colleges like IISc in MTech AI and MTech CDS, they conduct some special exam and interviews or both. So you have to understand that also, that whatever the college you are targeting, exactly it is not fixed. So you'll be having a list of courses and list of colleges. So those colleges and courses are having what kind of admission procedure? Is it directly through gate based, or is it having any kind of interview or examination or what? Then there is a COAP, common online application portal, where you'll have to register, and then that register ID you'll have to put in the IIT application forms. So that also you'll have to explore to understand how does it work and how do I get the seat. When I'll get the seat, if I'm not satisfied or satisfied, what should I do? Freeze, wait, etc. A lot of options are there. So you'll have to explore that too by maybe watching videos or reading the website details, etc. Apart from that, CCMT is there and many other things are there. So just put your 20-30% time when you are little tired or not enthusiastic or to learn something. At that time, you can spend for exploring the admission procedure. Apart from that, sir has already explained these things. I would like to add one more thing over here, this web development. You will say, sir, I don't want to work in web development. Why should I learn it? Why should I make project? I want to work in machine learning or AI or something. I'm telling you, any application you develop nowadays, in every application, the web is enabled, just because every application is web application. Even though if you want to make an API or something, if you want to publish it, or if you want to, make it usable, of course, somehow web is connected somehow. So all the applications are web applications nowadays. So if you will have basic idea how the web applications work, that will help you in your own field of work, whether it is AI or ML or whatever it is. So try to learn at least basics of this. Of course, languages you can choose, then Android. Why? Just because mobile application development is also picking up, in a great way nowadays, just because everybody you can see is just using the phone nowadays like this, always walking, etc. Your mom is also taunting you, just throw your phone away. Every problem you face, it is because of your phone only, right? So, of course, that phone has taken a lot of space in our life. So, Android, most of the phones are in the Android technology only. So of course, in the future, you may need the Android, the basics at least. Machine learning and AI, etc. If you have interest or if you want to go into that particular field, you can learn that. Apart from that, one more point is there, and that is communication skills. Whether you are getting direct admission in IIT, IISc or NIT or any college, but at one point of the time you will have to face an interview, whether it is for your PhD admission or your placements or maybe job switch later or wherever. Later on, when you will go for masters, there also you'll have to give some presentations for your project and thesis. So your communication skills should be on the top notch. The communication skill doesn't mean only the English language or the accent or pronunciations or something. It is about how exactly you convey your knowledge to other fellow who can understand whatever you know correctly. And that is where the communication skill works. To talk in front of the people, sometimes the students, sometimes, so many professionals also are not very comfortable. You'll have to make that habit. And nowadays, in my era, when I was a student, of course, Aditya sir will say, sir, you are not so old, but I am certainly. So in my era, we used to practice the communication in front of the mirror. Nowadays, the mirrors are replaced by the selfie cameras. So you can just put up the camera in front of you, turn it on, and in the front camera, you just talk. Just speak about your favorite topic, or somehow you just try to improve your some communication skills. Record and just listen yourself and compare with Aditya sir. Are you able to understand your own explanation same as him or not? Just because, of course, the teacher is teacher, the teacher has that explanation power. You are not. If at that level, you'll have to build it somehow so that you can understand where is the problem. So communication skill, another thing which you will have to work on, and you do have time. Feb, almost entire month remaining now. Then March, April, May, June, and approximately July also you'll be having at least half or maybe completely. Then you will have your MTech starts. So before that, if you have 4, 5, 6 months, just utilize them to cover up all these things so that you can be in the best possible position when you will enter into MTech. Otherwise, you will struggle over there. If you don't have practice of coding, you will struggle every day. If you don't have grip on the mathematics, you will struggle in every single class, just because those professors are not like us. They will not spoon feed you guys. They will not explain each and every concept till the basic. They will just say, this is the concept. If you will solve this particular equation, you will get this answer, and you will take 3 hours after the class to understand how this answer we have got. Yes, it is true. But 3 hours versus if you will spend 1 hour or maybe half an hour to understand that explanation, that is where the difference will be. And that the difference will be totally based on how much grip you have on the basics. Now, let's come back to Aditya sir again, and we'll start discussing for those people who are having moderate score. Directly admission is not possible. If possible, then low colleges, but we are not willing to settle into those colleges where the moderate or low colleges. So what exactly those people will have to do to take the admission? Anyway, you have decided to go for MTech, so let's go and grab the best possible college with whatever rank we have. How is it possible? What to do? What to learn? Sir will start discussing about it.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir has already shared lots of interesting points over here. So we'll directly jump on to the moderate score. What should be the strategy? So friends, before I even start, I would like to break this down into two parts, okay? Because this we might have witnessed during our 11th, 12th as well, or before as well when we were selecting colleges. So there are 2 points, okay? If you belong to the moderate score group, okay, first of all, nothing to worry about it. There is nothing bad about it, because you have tried your best and this is what you have tried and got, okay? So nothing to shy about it, nothing to feel bad about it. It is what it is, and we will have to do the best we can with this score, okay? So see, first of all, I wish that there is no compromise that you should be having to do, okay? But just in case, if you have to take some decisions which are not as per the ideal expectations that you had, so there I will break it down into 2 categories. The first kind of compromise could be in terms of college. So if you are very stagnant, if you are very fixed, if you are very much not to settle about the degree or about the branch you need to get into, for example, if you have to get into CS and not AI, or if you have to get into AI and not CS, and the other way around. So if there is any such kind of bound, in that case, we might have to get compromised on either the number of years we need to do the MTech for, which is either 2 years as TA or either 3 years as RA, or we might have to settle with the college that we get into. Okay, first point. Second kind of compromise here could be if we are not too much fixed about the degree, or if we are not too much fixed about the course we need to enroll into, but we are very much stagnant, we are very much fixed on which college we want to get into, that case is probably better as what I have seen and experienced. And I'll tell you a logical reason about that. So first of all, friends, we are living in an era where there is no lack of information. Okay, you would also agree, I would also agree on this, that there is suddenly not so lack of knowledge or lack of information that we have. Okay, so even if you enroll into a CS program and your interest lies into DA or DS, or you can say data science, AI, ML, anything, okay, you have no one stopping you. You will have the best resources available to you. You will have the best professors available to you. No one will say like you belong to the CS department, you cannot ask me doubts, nothing like that. In fact, IITs, ISC, NITs are such a great colleges that they actually enroll you. They actually give you a preference. They actually give you an authority to even join the courses that belong to different branches. Okay, they are so much open to all such activities that you will never face any problem in this. I myself have attended various other branches courses that I wanted to explore as part of my MTech. So I would strongly suggest you, if you are still confused, my personal opinion would be ready to compromise with a degree, because it will be just, we say, right, 19-20, 19-20 ka difference, right? So you should be ready about that. But if you have a dream to get into IIT Bombay or IIT Delhi or IIT Madras or ISC Bangalore, better not compromise on that. First thing. Second thing, the course length would also differ. So if you are planning to get into AI, not able to compromise on that. So it might happen that you would have to join as a RA. And the major difference between RA and TA is 1 year extra of MTech. Now, everything is exactly the same. The opportunities are same. The coursework is same. The only difference is that if you want to get into job or PhD as early as possible, then you should be focusing on 2 years program as compared to 3 years program. There is nothing good or bad about anything. It's just your personal preferences, your personal situation that you need to take this decision on. So if you ask me, my suggestion would be go with the second way, because there is no lack of information or knowledge irrespective of which course you enroll to. There will be very minor difference because you will be still a part of the CS branch. You will be still exploring the exactly same courses. Okay. Now what to do next? So again, this remains constant. Spend 20 to 30% of the time in exploring the admission process. As sir has already given you a very great idea and great suggestions around how to do this, I would also strongly recommend you, please stay updated, because my dear friends, you will have to take a decision at some point of time. And the more practice you have done, the more information, the more ready you are to take that decision, the better decisions you will take. Because friends, it's very fixed process. Okay, there is no subjectiveness here. You can't say, oh, I thought it would be like this, that's why I didn't fill this preference, but now I want to get into this college. It won't be possible. So you have to be very careful and very sensible when you're taking such decisions. Going to the next, here you can work on exactly the same DSA theory and coding, which was also there for the high scorers, math and discrete mathematics. Now, my dear friends, I would also cover the third point, which is 2 to 3 of your favorite courses. Now, what I mean by that? So most probably, if you belong to this bucket, you will have to go through one extra filter, which is of interviews. Now, my dear friends, I scored All India rank 60. Even sir has scored great rank, but we both at some point of time had to go through interview, because this interview thing is college specific. It is not rank specific. So even the All India rank 2, All India rank 3, the friends of mine had to go through interview if they were appearing, if they were applying for a course which demands interview. So irrespective of the rank, at some point of time, you might have to go through an interview. So when I applied to ISC Bangalore, there was a process of going through coding test. There was a process of going through aptitude test, maths test, and then I had to appear for an interview, after which I got the selection done. Okay. So irrespective, you should be prepared with your GATE syllabus, and you should have 2-3 of your favorite subjects. Because mostly in MTech interviews, they ask you, what is your favorite subject? And then they ask you questions on that, because that shows that if you are confident on this, at what level you have knowledge about that subject. Okay. And as I've said, if admission involves exam, revise and practice GATE syllabus, because my dear friends, this is the right time to practice and revise GATE syllabus, because it is already very much fresh in your mind. Okay, you have recently appeared for GATE exam, you are very much confident about your knowledge, so it will take you very less efforts to keep revising it. And it's not a long time that interviews will be there. So please keep revising, please keep reading about it and continue with it. Okay. Sir, if any other extra point that you would like to add from your side for such people?
So, sir has already covered almost everything. Just wanted to, add on one particular point is the word awareness. The person who is most aware about the situation and upcoming things, that fellow will be the most successful fellow in the world, whether it is a study or job or anywhere it is business or whatever it is. So, what is awareness? Awareness is what is gonna come, what is there, what is the procedure, what they require, every single thing you should be aware of. If you are targeting some college, how that particular college takes people of my score, how is the possibility, what is the competition, what should I do to get admission into this college or that college, every single thing you should be aware of. And I know you can do, just because there are a lot of content available on the channel with the videos, with the help of mentors and people out there. You can just learn and make yourself aware of each and every situation and possibilities, so that whatever comes in the future with your score, whatever score you are having, 8 score, then you will always be ready to take on the whatever the process comes. See, I have seen 80%, more than 80% students asking me questions, sir, I got a call from IIT Delhi for MTech research or this particular course for an interview, and I am not prepared. I have not prepared. Within 1 week, interview is there. What should I do? Within 1 week, what can you do? Can you prepare everything in 1 week to give an interview in front of an IIT professor? Possibility is very low. So, when even you are applying, before that, just cover up everything which we have told. Learn and have the most possible grip in the depth. Just learn everything, so that whenever such situation arrives, we don't know if you will be getting a call or not, but if you get a call, you will always be ready. It is exactly same as you prepared for GATE examination. GATE application was not open till August, September, but you were preparing from March, right? Why? Just because you know that the GATE application will come, I'll fill the form, I'll get the admit card, and I'll go and write the examination. Same thing here also. You don't have the call later or interview call from any of the colleges with that moderate score, or maybe written test call for triple IT or something like that. But you will have to prepare beforehand, so that you will have enough time. You made mistakes, you know that you made a lot of mistakes, committed a lot of mistakes in the preparation during the paper, so you have the chance to improve those during this time. Whatever the courses you could not cover it if it is required for any exam which you are targeting. Again, awareness you should have. If you have not practiced, practice. If you have not covered mathematics, do it. If you have not covered DSA for coding and for theoretical purpose, just cover it. Ultimately, you will have to learn. Sir has already told you a beautiful point over there in the initial time only, that whatever score you have got, you can do wonder out of it if you know how to best utilize that. And you don't have to ask everybody and just ask. You'll have to start working on the task. You'll have to work that this is the score, what possibilities. Just keep exploring, and work on your skill set. So this is it, all about this. Whatever we wanted to explain you already, we have covered. Already told you, if your admission involves examination, revise and practice GATE syllabus and practice the PYQs, and just check out that what is the level of that particular paper which you are willing to appear. Like BITS, Birla Institute of Technology has their own examination. Triple IT Hyderabad has their own examination. So what exactly the requirements are, just check it out and go ahead with their preparation. Once again, thank you so much for listening to this particular video. If at all any kind of queries, questions or doubts you still have in your preparation or for your journey, just drop in the comment box so that we can help you for the future with the help of another video, or maybe through the reply in the comments. Once again, thank you so much, sir, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.